Atma Namaste, Ayesha.
Atma Namaste.
Ayesha is into this amazing school since 2010. She is helping people as a healer since 2013 and teaching since 2015. She is a basic and advanced trainer and she organizes these workshops in Mumbai and Goa. So I welcome Ayesha to a tea time session. Welcome Ayesha to a session. I hand over the session to you.
That's really kind of you, Prerna. Thank you so much. Atma Namaste, everybody. And
Atma
welcome.
Namaste.
Atma Namaste. Welcome.
Atma Namaste, Ayesha.
Please unmute yourself. I think you're not audible.
Am I not audible? Is this good enough?
Yes, you're audible.
Thanks, Simi.
You're not audible.
No? Not? Okay.
You're audible, Ayesha.
Hi, Vijay. Thank you. Guys,
Please check your audio.
Is it okay? I'll just check again. It is full and okay, I'll take a consent from the people. People, am I audible? Is it clear?
Yes, you're audible.
You are audible.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so today we're going to talk about goodwill and the will to do good. Yeah, it's one of my favorite topics. Why? Because one, it is connected to the full moon that's happening now on the 14th very soon. And we all, the entire world is preparing for it. You know, so before we get into understanding what goodwill is and how do we incorporate that in our lives, let us start with a short prayer to, help us understand this topic a little better and to incorporate it in our lives. Okay, so everyone, please sit with your spine straight. Very slowly inhale and exhale. Be aware of your breathing. Keep your hands on your heart. Lord God, thank you for blessing us with divine guidance, divine healing, divine protection. Thank you for blessing us with divine light, divine love, divine power, with good health, with happiness, with peace, with joy, with understanding. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for helping us understand this topic a little better, to incorporate it in our lives, to spread the love, to spread the kindness and the goodwill wherever we go. With thanks and in full faith, so be it. Inhale the blessings coming to you. Smile as you exhale. Let the love spread through your entire aura. Inhale again. As you exhale, share it with all of us present here and all your family members. And very slowly, open your eyes with a big smile. Okay, guys, a small request. Can you please keep your microphones on mute so that there's no disturbance during the session? If you want to ask questions, feel free to. You can also type in the chat, or you can raise your hands and we will address you with your help you with your question. Okay, so coming back to the topic that we were going to discuss. Today is the topic of goodwill and the will to do good. Now we all know that it's very important to be good, and okay, so let me understand how many of us have not done pranic healing yet. Do we have a mixed crowd of pranic healers and non-pranic healers? Anyone who's not done pranic healing yet, you can raise your hand. Okay, super. Yes. Okay, very nice. So since you've not done pranic healing yet, what we will do is we will talk a little about what Master Chua has also spoken. So when we in the school of pranic healing, we talk a lot about living better lives. We talk about having better personalities. We talk about living a wholesome life. So in that, we talk about some virtues. And in those virtues, we talk about 5 specific virtues. But we will talk about 3 right now. The first one is being loving and kind to all. The second is that's called loving kindness and non-injury. The second one is generosity and non-stealing, being generous, not only with money, but also with your thoughts, with your words, with your actions. So that's generosity, non-stealing. And the third one is honesty and non-lying. So being honest with whatever you do to everybody and everything. Yeah, so try to lie less, steal less, and be less injurious. Now, on that note, the topic for today, that's goodwill and the will to do good. Now, what really is goodwill? Before we get to that, there is a small quote by John Ruskin that says, "A little thought and a little kindness are often worth more than a great deal of money." So when you're a little kind and a little gentle to anyone, it is much, much more than the money that you can spend for the person. So when we're looking at this particular phrase, when you're looking at this quote, what we are really talking here is, being good, being kind, being generous to people is very important. So we will talk about this in 2 phrases. One is when it goes to us as a family, as a person, and the other as a society. Okay, guys, again, please, a humble request. Can we please mute ourselves so that there's no disturbance when the session is going on? Thank you. Thank you so much. And guys, it's okay to put your cameras on. I would really love to see your faces. Otherwise, it's like I'm talking to a screen full of pictures, So I can only see Prerna and everybody else now. Vijay is there, Simi. Thank you, thank you. It's nice to see smiley faces. At least I know I'm talking to human beings. Okay, so thank you, guys. Okay, so the treasure of a human life is not only his wealth, yeah, it's also his goodwill and his kind behavior to others.
But COG is not used.
Okay, sure, whatever you said, okay, but yeah, continuing. Whenever you think of someone, whenever you think of any person in your life, do you who's the first person that comes to your mind? Somebody who's been kind to you, or somebody who gave you a lot of money? Which type of person comes to your mind first when you are in a situation? When you are sad, when you're upset, which person comes to your mind first? Somebody who's been kind to you in the past? Or is it someone who has given you a lot of money as gift? Kind, yes? Or is it a lot of money? Yeah. So people who are kind, we say people who have a big heart, we think of them, we remember them. Even when they leave their bodies, we remember them for a very, very long time. So the primary purpose of human life is to live with a mission and to let other people live peacefully. So that's what we as human beings have come to this earth to do. Now, what does it mean to be a person with goodwill, and why is it really important to have goodwill? So in order to do something good without any purpose, it's not that we need to measure it on a scale of 1 to 10, that today I was like the best on doing good and yesterday I did something bad. Yeah, it is very important to be good all the time. That's what Master also tells us. Master Cho also says that you need to be good all the time, but we need to try to be better people. We are human beings. We do make mistakes. We do falter sometimes. But it is important that we realize that the act of goodwill is actually, most of the time we do it out of a sense of moral obligation. Like, for example, if somebody enters the house, if it's an elderly person, out of moral obligation, we will come and we will, sometimes have to go and say hello to them. If it is a politician, out of moral obligation, we have to come and say a hello to them. That's because it's a duty. But however, the person You need to understand that every act that you do, everything that you do is not for another person. It's always for you. When you are kind and loving to others, you are also kind and loving to yourself. There's nothing called right and wrong. It is how you as a person looks at it. So when we are made, God has made us with a lot of human character, few characteristics that we have, and with a certain amount of virtues, we define our lives, we make our lives the way it is, and we practice these virtues that we gather through our lifetime, and we live our journey of life. Now, a lot of virtues that we learn are from our family, from our surroundings, from our school, from our college, from our friends, from the religious institution that we go to. So we gather these virtues, and over the years, these virtues become principles of our lives, and we start living our lives with those principles. Okay, so from childhood, haven't we taught to be honest? Haven't we been taught to be brave, to respect others? All these things have been taught to us from the time we are children. Parents tell us, be honest, don't tell lies, don't cheat, don't steal. All this is told to us from the time we are kids. But today, in today's world, with the education, with competition being so strong, somewhere we have missed the boat, we have missed the station, and we have forgotten about kindness. We are all fighting, struggling to get what we desire, to get what we learn, and we miss teaching the lesson of kindness. As they are growing, as our kids are growing, as this generation of tomorrow is growing, they are also building virtues, values within themselves. So it's very important that we need to build the right values, the right virtues in our children, even in ourselves. Now, where will they learn these values? They will learn it by observing you. They will learn it by observing their surroundings. If we tell lies, children think it's okay to tell lies. If we cheat, children think it's okay to cheat. If we pick up the phone and say, I'm really busy, when you're actually sitting and playing games, they are observing you and they think it's okay to do what you're doing. So it's very, very important that we do the right thing. We follow the right virtues. We imbibe in us what we want the next generation to do. I'm not saying that competition is not good, earning money is not good. No. So what should we really possess, kindness or money? I would say both. That's what even Master Chua says. To live a balanced life, you need everything. You need a good health, you need good spirituality, you need a good family, good relationships, you need a good job, you need enough money. Okay, and also you need to have enough self-time. So that's also very, very important. So when you have all of this, that's when your life is more complete. Okay, so without money, can you give education to your children? No, nobody gives free education today. Without money, would you be able to would you be able to take your parents to the hospital? Would you be able to go to a doctor? Not that, it would be difficult, right? You wouldn't be able to you wouldn't be able to get anything in return without giving money. So money is important. पैसा कमाना बहुत जरूरी है, but पैसा ही जरूरी है ऐसी बात नहीं है. तो अभी कोविड हुआ था रिसेंटली, बहुत सारे लोगों ने फ्री हीलिंग किया है. A lot of people have done a lot of service. We had a lot of frontliners, warriors as we call them, जो लोगों के लिए खाना लेके जाते थे, उनके घर पे दवाइयाँ पहुंचाते थे, उनके हालचाल पूछते थे. हम भी ऐसा करते थे. जैसे हमारे अगर कोई नेबर को कोविड हुआ है तो हमने उनके लिए सब्जियां लाई है, दवाइयाँ लाई हैं, उनके साथ फोन पे, वीडियो चैट पे बात किया है. to build their morale, to keep them going. We have done all of this, so kindness is very important. And your intention to help people, that's important. And that's where goodwill is built. When you do good things to people and people recognize that good things that you're doing, that's how you build your goodwill. That's how you build your, that's how you as a person starts understanding the term of goodwill. So how does a company, how does a brand build their goodwill? They do it by giving the right products, they do it by giving the right customer service, they do it by giving the right brand objective. So the same way, when we build goodwill, when we are people of goodwill, we will do good to ourselves and to people around us. Kindness touches souls. That's a very important phrase. When you are kind, it touches the soul of the person. When you give a healing to somebody who's not well and they can't go to work, imagine that person is healed, he goes to work, he earns money, his family is happy, he is happy, you earn a lot, you get a lot of blessings from them. Not only blessings of good health, but also prosperity, also good relationships, because you're only healing one person for good health. Yeah. So it's very important to help people when they are in distress. Yeah. So a lot of people, even today, when they do good things, they look for what is in it for me. मतलब ये करने से मुझे क्या फायदा होगा? Of course, आपने अपना फायदा भी देखना चाहिए, but also look at how can you help the other person? How can your action benefit yourself and the society? So that's very important. Benefiting yourself and everybody in total. That's called goodwill. So can money replace goodwill or kindness? To an extent, yes, because a lot of people, they don't have money, they can't get medicine. You can be kind and donate money to them, but you can also be kind with your words, with your actions, by giving them food, by doing things what is important for them. But remember, Master has also said, use your discernment. Do your things, do your donations, do everything with intelligence. Do not get bullied or fooled. You need to know what you're doing. Yeah. So it's very important to also understand what type of service you're doing. That's also very important. Yeah. So money being a vital factor, we encourage our children to, look at, the way they study, the way they get their marks, get their education on the front of आगे जाके करना क्या है. Yes, that is very important. आगे जाके करना क्या है, यानी कि साइंटिस्ट बनना है, एस्ट्रोनॉट बनना है, डॉक्टर बनना है, क्या बनना है, उसके हिसाब से पढ़ाई करो. लेकिन उसके साथ साथ ये भी देखना है कि आपका बच्चा पढ़ाई के साथ साथ is he growing emotionally also, or is he not? Because that's very important. If your child is not growing emotionally, imagine if he's going to be a CEO of an organization, you're going to have very, very unhappy people working below him. Yeah. So it is very important for, a person with a good designation to have a good heart, to have a good crown. Yani ki they need to be kind, they need to be generous, as well as they need to be intuitional. Yani ki they need to show direction. They need to have the right focus. Yeah. So it's very important that you teach your children all about kindness, loving, being equal to all, right from the time they are very small children. Yeah. So that's now about our family. Now, in the recent times, we have seen the Ukraine and the Russia war. A lot of us were here watching it on TV, watching it on our phones. Some of us had our children there, some of us had our families there, and we were praying for them. Yeah. So war, diseases, natural calamities, these things, bring the world together. Bring the world together when it goes to everyone looks out for each other, everyone reaches out to each other. हम सबके लिए प्रार्थना करते हैं, उनके लिए अच्छा सोचते हैं कि हमारे बच्चे वापस आए, सही सलामत वापस आए. So these things bring the world together. And all people around the world, people of goodwill, pray for these people, pray for these situations. You know, like again in the COVID times, हम लोग मेडिटेशन करते थे. मेडिटेशन के बाद ग्रेट इन्वोकेशन जो प्रेयर है, वो प्रेयर चांट करके पूरी अर्थ को, पूरी पृथ्वी को हम एनर्जी देते थे. एनर्जी ऑफ गुडविल, एनर्जी ऑफ हीलिंग, एनर्जी ऑफ हैप्पीनेस. सो दिस is another form of world service. Okay, now when there is a calamity, when there is a problem on this earth, that's when we notice that there is a big difference in people who have enough money and the people who are not financially okay. We see a big rift in the political situations. We see a big rift in the economical situations. We also see a big rift in the way people behave. You know, some people are my family, with me, close the door. Other people walk out of the door and help other people. You know, so we see a big gap there. And during this time, a lot of people pray that this gap has a bridge, that people can move from being not so good towards being good. And at this time, when we do the prayers, when we do the meditations, when we chant the great invocation, this prayer that we are blessing the earth goes to the consciousness of every individual on this earth. It goes to their consciousness, and somewhere there is a shift, somewhere there is a change. And yeah, बहुत सारे लोग जो meditations करते हैं, healings करते हैं, blessings करते हैं, sometimes they feel they are alone and there's nobody doing it with them. And after some time, they get bored and they stop. You know, so it's very important to be together, to meditate as a group, to meditate, to heal as a group. You know, because when you meditate and heal as a group, the energy is more better, the energy is more stronger, and the energy is so much nicer. So tell me, people, how many of you do group meditations? How many of you do group healings? You can raise your hand, you know, that emoji, or you can put your hand up, raise your hand in Zoom. Let me see, how many of you do group meditations? Very nice. So tell me, amongst you, one person, you can probably unmute yourself and tell me, what is the benefit of doing group meditation? Anyone? You can unmute and say.
The energies are magnified. 7 doing together is equivalent to 100 doing together.
Super. Okay. Thank you. And what happens to you when you do that, when you do group healing, when you do group meditations? What happens to you?
We receive more energies, more blessings.
Very nice. Thanks, Sherry. Anybody else? So we know that what happens to the group. Now tell me, for you as an individual, what happens to you?
Your aura increases manifold.
Your aura increases manifold. Great. So that's more energy coming to you. That's more healing happening to you. Okay. Very nice.
हीलिंग पावर बढ़ जाती है. हीलिंग पावर बढ़ जाती है हमारी.
Very nice. Healing power बढ़ जाती है. Absolutely.
और कुछ मिस्टेक होती है तो हम आपस में डिस्कस भी करते हैं. कुछ क्या हमारा कुछ मिस्टेक हो रहा प्रोटोकॉल में, तो भी हम डिस्कस कर सकते हैं.
Very nice. Yes. So there is power in group. There is power in healing or meditating in group. So when you meditate or you heal in a group, you bring down a lot of divine energy. And this divine energy that we are bringing down, obviously we are giving it to the earth. And when we are giving this divine energy to the earth, we are blessing the entire earth, you know. So when we blessing the earth, we're not only blessing human beings, but we are also blessing and we are healing the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, the mineral kingdom, the entire earth. We are blessing every person, every being on this earth, you know. So one small meditation of 21 minutes, or just by reciting the small prayer, the great invocation, once can make a lot of difference, not only to you, but also to the entire earth. Now, the reason I'm talking about the great invocation is because this is a super, super powerful prayer. It was given to mankind in the year 1935, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it was given to us. It was given through Alice Bailey. Master DK has passed it on through Alice Bailey to us. And this prayer is being chanted by a lot of people across the world in 80 different languages. Okay. Alice Bailey, through Holy Master DK, has given us this prayer as an instrument to help us bring down and manifest the divine plan on this earth, on the earth. And why is that so? Is to bring about a shift on the earth, to raise the consciousness so that people are more kind, more loving, more generous to everybody. Yeah. So whenever there is a problem, whenever there is an issue, whenever there is a natural calamity, a lot of people say this prayer. And this prayer is more of a, you know, a faith that there is God and God is going to help us in, there is a power, you know, you call it God, you call it power. There is a power that's going to help us alleviate the sufferings of this earth. And during when we are chanting this prayer mainly talks about the three aspects of God. The first aspect, that's the divine light, divine love, divine power. You know, when we look at it in our different religions, we talk about, if you say in the Hindu religion, divine light, divine love, divine power. So divine power is Lord Shiva, divine love is Lord Vishnu, and divine light is Lord Brahma. When we talk about the Christian religion, we talk about God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. So God the Father is divine power, God the Son is divine love, and God the Holy Spirit is divine light. You know, so all our religions talk about the great invocation, or talks about the three aspects of God. And looking at these three aspects of God, as you know, you bless the earth regularly, you say this prayer regularly, there are a lot of also physical changes on this earth. You know, so every time there is you know, if there's a thunderstorm going to come, or there's a tsunami going to come, or you know, there's a cyclone going to come, a lot of people bless the earth to calm down the cyclone, to help the energies of the earth to change. So all this is something which you know, a lot of tremendous amount of energy comes down in the form of blessing, healing, and protection. Yeah, so it's very important that we as humanity say this prayer regularly, you know, because when we say this prayer, there's not only changes on this earth, but also a lot of changes that happen within us. You know, one, yes, we manifest the blessings of unconditional love, intelligent mind, and you know, also divine power down into the earth, into every person. And as every person is evolving, we are doing that as per the divine plan. So practicing the great invocation is actually a part of world service. You know? So as we say, what is in it for me? The benefits of the great invocation is when you regularly practice the great invocation, you will notice that there is a lot of blessings in your life. There is more peace, more harmony, more good luck. Why good luck? Is because as you say the great invocation, you bless the earth. As you give, so shall you receive. Yeah. So when you give the earth divine light, divine love, divine power, you will also receive all of that in equal or more. Yeah. So it's very important that we say the great invocation. It will help you in harmonizing your relationships. Not saying the great invocation only once, okay? You need to say it regularly, because when you keep saying it regularly, you bring down more divine energy. So this great invocation also will help you to disintegrate negative thoughts, negative emotions that are floating in your aura. Yeah, because when you're saying the great invocation, you're focusing on your crown. As you focus on your crown, you're bringing down a lot of divine energy. Now, this divine energy, where is it going to be? In your aura. Where are these negative thoughts and emotions? In your aura. What will divine energy go? Seek them and disintegrate them. Yeah. So it will help you in healing your thoughts, your emotions to a great extent. Yeah. To a certain extent, the divine energy will energetically also purify your surrounding. That's to a certain extent. So as you bless the earth, as you're blessing the entire universe, you're also blessing your house, right? Because you are living on this earth. You're also blessing your area, your city, your state, your country. All this is on this earth. You're blessing all of this. So you're also, in short, also purifying your surrounding. Now, if you've done advanced pranic healing, I really request you to do this. You need, after you do the great invocation for a few times, scan your chakras, check if they are normalized. Yeah, but this is not one day. It takes time. Yeah, you need to do it every day. Yeah, how do you do this chant? How do you do the great invocation? You sit down, close your eyes, keep your spine straight. You put your hands in blessing. You will visualize the earth in front of you. Focus on your crown and bless the earth as you say the great invocation. Okay, we will practice that today. You can chant the great invocation once, 3 times, or 7 times, as per your wish and the time that you have. Okay, so we will chant it once today, and we will bring down, we will try to heal the earth. We will bless the earth, right? So when you practice this regularly, it will help you balance your chakras. So don't believe what I'm saying, advanced pranic healing graduates. Scan your chakras, check if it is what it is. Yeah. So it's very important to use intelligent evaluation. Okay. So the prayer also helps in balancing the qualities of love, light, and power within our soul and help us to balance our development. So we're not too aggressive, or we're not just too loving, or we're just not too intelligent. We have a balance of all of this. When we have a balance of light, of power, of love, and of intelligence, we will be able to do the right thing. We will be able to perform our duties in the right manner. So it's very, very important to do this. And understanding that this is also a form of world peace, you will be generating a lot of good karma. Yeah. So also another way of doing this is you can buy a poster of the great invocation and put it on your wall, and you can read it from there every day and say the great invocation. Yeah. So it is said that where you put the poster of the great invocation blessed, it forms, it becomes like a beacon of light to divinely protect that entire area. So you can use that. Now, this prayer, as we know, is super, super powerful. And most of us, we have heard this prayer because Master Chua has also incorporated that prayer, and he has, given it to us that we can recite this prayer regularly, right? So what we will do is, before we chant the prayer, I want to check with all of you. Has any of you not heard of the great invocation, or not said the great invocation before? Is there anyone who has not said the prayer of the great invocation before? Oh, wonderful. We're all done the great invocation. Super. It's a super, super powerful prayer. Yeah, and I'm so glad to know that all of you know the great invocation. And in this prayer, you must have read the line, goodwill and the will to do good. So it is very important that when we are chanting this prayer, all the words that are there in this prayer, we understand every word of it, and we try to imbibe those energies in our lives, especially the energy of goodwill, because it is very easy to say, I am a good person, but when you go out in the world, you end up doing just the opposite. Yeah, if there's an elderly person standing in the queue, we might just ignore and run before the person to catch the auto or the bus. So understand the meaning of being good, understand the meaning of being kind, and try your best. I'm not saying do it all the time if you can't, but try your best to do every day, to do something good in your life. Every day, try to do one good act so that you can bring down that beautiful energy of kindness in yourself. When it is said, right? When you smile, it is contagious. Everybody smiles with you. The same way, when you do one good deed for another person, it is contagious. It will inspire that other person to do something good for somebody else, and that person to do good for somebody else. And that will become a chain, and eventually that good will come to you. So it's very important that we understand that goodwill is also infectious. Being good to people is also infectious. Yeah. So my humble request to each one of you today is, whatever we have learned in our school, in our whatever we do on a day-to-day basis, it's very important that we imbibe the teachings. Yeah, and we work with those teachings. Okay. So before we go on to reciting the Great Invocation, does anyone have any questions for me about the Great Invocation, or about being good, about Master's teachings, whatever? Feel free. You can also type in the chat. Let me look at the chat. So if you look up Google, you will also find the Hindi version of, the Great Invocation. So today I actually have the English version, and I will put it up on the screen so that all of us can say it together. In case you're not sure of the words, that's absolutely okay. The Great Invocation can be said anytime, whenever you want. Whenever you want, you can say it. There's no problem. You can say it in the morning, in the night, in the evening, whenever. But it's important that you say it. Yeah. So yes, the World Invocation Day is the 14th of June, which is the full moon, and it is the festival of Goodwill. Yeah. So the full moon of Gemini. Yeah. So it's very important, and that's also my birth month. So it's a beautiful month. Tomorrow is my birthday, so all of you can wish me tomorrow. Okay, so it's very important to understand that when we chant the meditation, if we have any obstacles that we want to remove, we can also use these energies to remove these obstacles. Yeah. So what we will do today is we will chant the Great Invocation once to bless our lives, to bless our families, to bless the earth, to bless everybody around us. Yeah. And also we will bless one wish that we have. So think of one wish that you would really want to manifest, any one wish, and we will try to remove the obstacles from this wish so that your wish manifests, and all of us together will help each other in manifesting that wish. Yeah, so you can have one wish for yourself and one wish for the earth. Yeah, since it's also an invocation of the earth. So guys, whenever you're ready, I give you 30 seconds to think of your wish, one for yourself, one for the earth, and we will bless. I will bring up the Great Invocation. Sorry, can you please make me the host so I can, Pranav, I can put up the Great Invocation. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's the Great Invocation. Hi, Rinki, you have a question? Bolo. Nice to see you.
Can we have 3 wishes? One for me, one for the family, and one for the earth.
Sure, why not? You can have as many as you want. Yeah, you can have one for you, one for your 3 other people in your family, and one for the earth. Done. Do that. Yes, people, you can also think one wish for your family.
Ayesha, hi.
Yes. Hi. Yeah, Sushil.
No,
No?
I have no to say. Somebody wants to say something.
Okay, not you. Okay, somebody else. Sorry, who's talking?
Hey Ayesha, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hi, David.
My biggest wish was, I wanted to see you after a long time, and it got manifested today
Okay.
after
that's
Mumbai
sweet.
retreat.
Yes, David. Finally, we meet online. That's nice. Thank you for joining, David. Okay, anybody else, guys? Okay, so let's start with the great invocation.
Yes,
So, sorry. Yeah. I would request all of you to mute yourselves so that there's not much of noise when we are saying the great invocation. So close your eyes, focus on your crown. Inhale and exhale slowly. Be aware of the earth in front of you. Smile as you recite the great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend on earth. May the world teacher return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of every person, every being. The purpose which the Holy Masters know and serve. Let goodwill and the will to do good descend on earth. From the center, which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light, love, and power manifest the divine plan on earth. So be it, so be it, so be it. Be aware of your family members, each one of them. Visualize yourself with them. Shower a lot of blessings, a lot of love to your entire family and yourself. May our families be blessed with divine light, divine love, divine power, with good health, with togetherness, with unity, with kindness, with harmony, with peace, with joy, with understanding. May we be blessed with good relationships. May we be blessed with good careers, with abundance, with prosperity. Blessings with all our family members. Share these blessings with your relatives. Bless your relatives with all the goodness, with all the happiness. Share these blessings with your friends, your colleagues. Bless your office with a lot of success. Bless all those who are working with you with super success. Bless all those who help you on day-to-day basis, like your house help, your drivers, your security guards, the people who help you with your grocery, all of them, bless them with abundance, with prosperity, with success. May all of them be divinely blessed and protected. Also bless all those who need healing, all those whom you know who's unwell. Bless them with miraculous healing, with speedy recovery. May all those on this earth who are unwell be blessed with speedy recovery. May the entire earth, every person, every being be divinely blessed and protected. Blessings be with all. Now let's bless our wishes. Be aware of your 3 wishes. May all our wishes, especially our wishes for ourselves, our families, and the earth, may they be blessed with divine light, divine love, divine power. May our wishes be blessed with energies of manifestation, energies of materialization. Any obstacle that is stopping our wishes from materializing, may these obstacles be disintegrated completely, thoroughly, deeply on all levels. May all our wishes materialize rapidly and properly, with thanks and in full faith. So be it, so be it, so be it, and so it is. Let the energy of the great invocation spread through the entire earth, blessing every person, every being. Blessings be with all. Stabilize these energies and very slowly open your eyes with a big smile. Okay, so how do you feel, guys? Are you guys okay?
Very nice, superb.
Thank
And
you.
lot of thanks. Lot of thanks.
Thank you so much. Thank you, people, for joining. I hand it over to Preda.
Thank you, Ayesha, for such a wonderful session, for so much of knowledge also. And हम लोग को ये बताने के लिए कि अगर हम लोग काइंड होंगे, जेनरस होंगे और अगर लोगों की मदद करेंगे तो हमारा क्राउन मतलब हमारा जो ईश्वरीय डिवाइन एनर्जी हमारे अंदर फ्लो करेगी और उस एनर्जी को हम लोग बहुत कुछ अपने लाइफ में मैनिफेस्ट करने में और लोगों की भलाई में भी इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं। तो बहुत ही क्लैरिटी थी सेशन में एंड ग्रेट इन्वोकेशन की एनर्जी भी बहुत अच्छी थी। थैंक यू एंड द टॉपिक वाज आल्सो वेरी नाइस। एक्चुअली मेरे को इतना खुशी हुआ व्हेन यू टोल्ड मी द टॉपिक। इट वाज अ वेरी डिफरेंट टॉपिक आल्सो। Thank you so much for taking this session and giving us so much of clarity about goodwill and the will to do good.
Thank you, ma'am. It was a
for the
lovely
opportunity.
session.
Thank you, Cherry. Thank you. And really, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for great